Hi Cancerians, this is Marishi, your my channel Triloka. I've already pulled out 5 cards to see what is the story which is coming through for this week. You've got the Death card as your first card, Ace of Wands, center of the reading is Judgment card. You've got the King of Pentacles and the last card is the World card. Behind the deck is the Lover's energy, okay? When I broke the deck, we have got the 8 of Cups in reverse. That does make sense. Some of you Cancerians out there, it seems like you have waited enough, okay? You might have stalled something. You might have waited for things to move, okay? There is an energy about waiting it out, how things will progress. But right now, what your reading shows is, you're calling the shots. You're making the decision to transition. Okay? You're making the choice to move on from whatever didn't work in the past. With the Death card as a first card, it's leaving behind things which did not work out. Okay? You're literally making the decision. Okay, with the Judge card and the Judgment card in the center of the reading, you're making a decision in regards to how things should be in your life. You're taking charge of your life. You are willing to transition from the past and move on. Okay, with the World card at the end, you're making the choice in regards to your own life, how things should be from here on. It's almost like giving a chance to yourself, giving a second chance to yourself. Okay, with the Ace of Wands up here and the Judgment, it's giving a chance to make things better, to make things stable, to bring in stability within your life. You have to transition from the past. You have to put it behind and move on, which is nice. You're calling the shots regards to how things should be from here on. Okay? You're bringing stability into your life. You're giving yourself a chance, which is a beautiful energy. Okay? Which is lovely. The decision, okay? Calling it quits. Not wanting to look back anymore to whatever you're living in the past. You don't want to go back there anymore. Okay? This is all about a lover's energy, some kind of a union which you're done with. Okay? Ace of Swords in reverse. It's almost like you're cutting the union and moving on from there. You're pretty much done with this, with a sword, just cutting this union. You're pretty much done with this. That's why you don't want to look back. You don't want to go back in there. Single face with the 9 of Pentacles. Once you're done with this relationship or whatever the situation that was, you're ready to be on your own. You're okay to be on your own. Even if it means starting over again, you find stability. Okay? You find stability with starting over rather than trying to make it work. Like I said, it's like giving yourself a second chance within your life. Okay? To make things better. 10 of Pentacles. It's like seeking something, cutting off something and moving on to something much more stable, which has a potential. There is something out there which is making you seek, which is making you go for it. There is something out there, just like the Ace of Wands up here. There is something out there which is big, which is much better than what you were stuck in. The reason for you to transition, maybe there is already something, or probably you are seeking for something which is much more stable. Okay? You're going out there into the world as a single person now and giving yourself another chance in life. Okay? And you are looking forward to having this. You're seeking this potential out there once you've given the chance to yourself to move on with your life. Yes. It's almost like you've lost fight. Okay? Within whatever you're having, probably you might be having children with the past energy, okay, which you're cutting out from. You might already have children together with that person, okay? But then what I see from here is you're losing faith over it working out. You don't see a future anymore out there, like out there with that person. That is why you're willing to transition. You're willing to get out of the phase which you have been stuck for too long. You have been out there in the cold for too long. Remember the energy which I picked on in the very beginning. I told you have waited for too long to make this decision. Yes, you have been in this, stranded situation for quite some time. Now you're willing to, because you realize there is no hope, okay, within making it work out. Even if you have tried, you might have failed. There is this realization this is never going to have a future with this Two of Wands in reverse. You don't see it working out. That is why you're losing faith over the situation. Okay? And you want to get out of this energy which you have been stuck for quite some time. Cancer and energy. You have been pretty much overwhelmed. Okay? Just to make this decision to move on with your life is overwhelming you. It's not an easy decision. It was never an easy decision. Okay? But yet, you know what needs to be done. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. I always say, although it is a difficult, it has been a difficult decision to make, okay? Because maybe the other person is not on the same page as you, or probably there are other people who are dependent on you, like the children or anybody else, okay? There is an energy about thinking about others. Maybe it is about the significant person you were willing to, be done with, or, you're done with them. It was not easy for you to tell them that it's not working out. Or probably you have children together and it's not easy to just split when, you have kids. It was not all that mutual. Okay? But then, the choice had to be made because it was the best choice for everybody concerned, okay, with the Temperance energy. Even when you are making this choice about transitioning, even after it took you some time, you had to do it amicably, okay, because you needed things to be uh, done calmly. Okay, you don't want things to blow up or anything, because you're concerned about others as well, others who are there in the picture as well, how it's going to affect them. Yeah, you have weighed things out. You have weighed things out, how to proceed, how to be done with the situation and not juggle it anymore. It's almost like the energy of the magician. Okay, when you were making this judgment call, you were, calling the shots, you were making it known that it is over. You did it with a very in a stealth mode, so not too much damage is done, if you know what I'm trying to say. You came out as a King of Wands in reverse, who was determined to get what they wanted, who will go to any extreme to get what they wanted. However the situation is difficult, they got what they wanted, but it was done in such a manipulative way that not too much damage was done. Like I used the term before, it was done very amicably, because you had to weigh it out, you had to smooth the ruffled feathers and try to make the other person understand, this is not just what I need, this is for both our sake. Yeah, we need to split ways, because that is the best thing for both of us, even for our children. Yes. Yeah, to stop the wheel, this is what you did. You stopped the wheel in your own way. You manipulated the wheel to stop, okay, at one point, so you can move on. This might have already happened. This is not an energy which is coming up. The story has already happened. Okay? Some of you might be dealing with a fire sign energy, an earth sign energy, a scorpion energy. Okay? Yeah. Or any water sign energy. Anyways, yeah. In the process, you might have hurt someone who did everything to stop you from, moving on, because they were not on the same page. You hurt them pretty bad, making the choice that you are ready to move on with your life. Okay? It's something which they thought would never happen. Okay? I also want to say there was so much conflicts between the two of you. It's obvious, right? If you want to split up with someone, it was not all sweet. Yeah? This is something which has already happened in the past. With the Tower moment, the judgment might have already be done with. You might have already walked away. Yes, even with the Six of Swords right behind the Eight of Cups in reverse, it's like you have moved on. Just like the Death card as your first card, you have moved on, leaving everything which did not work in the past itself, because there was nothing to offer. The cup was empty already. There is nothing to cherish anymore in this situation. The cup which was there once upon a time, which might have been filled, has drained out completely. There is nothing to give anymore. Yes, Empress in reverse, pretty much unhappy. being stuck in a situation. I always say some of you, I might be speaking to a mother energy. You have children with this person. Also, what I say with these two cards together, with the Princess of Cups and the Empress in reverse, you might have given so much into this relationship. You might have cared so much for this relationship to work out. That's why in the beginning, try to make it work. Put in so much effort. You waited. But nothing was coming back. How much ever you tried to make it work, there is no reciprocation. Like there was no return on investment if we speak as a business person here. Whatever you put, there is nothing coming back. And you decided that you're done with it. You have nothing more to offer with the Princess of Cups there and the Princess of Wands here. You don't see the potential to make it work. Okay? And you're taking charge of your life with the Chariot. You're willing to take charge of your life and move on. Even with the World card up here. You're done. You're done with something which is not working. You're ready to just, you're not willing to carry this burden anymore, which has been weighing you down for quite some time. Okay? Again, a family. Two turns together. Speaks about endings and beginnings. It's almost like you're willing to let this go to seek out for this, okay, somewhere else, or at least giving, even in the 5 cards I told you, you're seeking for the potential out there. Something is not working, so you're done with this and you're going to give yourself another chance in life to get this. Because whatever was happening, you weren't happy with it. Okay? You're really optimistic about your life. Okay? You're very optimistic in the sense that you are, like I keep saying, you're giving yourself a choice, a second chance. You're not giving up with your life. Like some people are like, oh, my life is screwed. It's not worth living anymore. You tend to be in this victim energy for the rest of your life, for the next 40, 50, 60 years of your life, just thinking about something which did not work out, which is a blunder, because there would be somebody else out there who would give you a much better life than what you were living. So give yourselves a choice to seek for that person. Okay? It's not that every time the same category of person will come in your life who's going to screw it up. Okay? Yes. Just what I was speaking about. You are very optimistic. You are not willing to just sit and cry over spilled milk, because you are willing to cut the ties, okay, with the devil energy. You're willing to cut the cords, okay. Some of you might be dealing with the Capricorn energy as well. I will say, some of you, the reason for you to be done, okay, with this 5 cups energy up here and the 3 of cups energy up here, there is something about a third party situation. Okay, something about disappointments and regrets. Okay, something came between what you had. Okay, a third party situation came between what you had. That might be the reason why you are done, why you are willing to make, just dump it and walk away, and making the, verdict within your life. Yes, so much disappointments. The reason for you to walk away might be a third party itself. Just typical reading, I guess. Just someone came in between the two of you. That is why you are willing to. Yes, I see the conflicts. See the conflicts. And that is the reason why you don't see it happening anymore. Why you are done with the Three of Wands in reverse. You don't see this working anymore. You're not waiting for this to work out anymore. Even you're not expecting it to work anymore because you're completely done. It's almost like it was a lost straw. That broke the camel's back. Yes. Didn't I show you the Empress before? You've got the Emperor in reverse here. It's almost like with the Three of Wands in reverse and the Emperor in reverse, someone screwed up and they literally lost their throne. Yeah. Someone really screwed up. They thought they might get away with it, but then it backfired. The reason why it seems like the whole situation is out of balance because of what they might have done, because they might have thought arrogantly that they could just get away with it whatsoever. There is a multiple energy within this person's life. Okay? And someone is making a very calculated approach. Okay? Calculated decision about how things should be from here on. They're willing to release themselves. Okay? It's a very calculated approach. After what this person has experienced, this person might have realized that this is not going anywhere because of the other person's, the significant other's actions and behavior. Yes. Releasing your, this person is making a calculated approach to release themselves from what they had. Okay? Now it is not stable anymore. There is a energy about letting go. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who is not willing to nurture it anymore. With this Six of Cups, what she might have had once upon a time. What is the time? 23 minutes. Not willing to make it work. Okay? Just one sec. No, sorry. This person is working on themselves. After releasing, making the decision to release themselves out of the situation, they are putting in the energy within themselves. Embracing. You need a lot of courage to make a decision. It's like life impacting decisions, right? A divorce, let's say, just example. Yeah. Walking away, not wanting to come back. If you're already married, then divorce. But just an example, if you are calling the shots and you want a divorce with somebody, you have been married for, let's say, 10-15 years, it's not all that easy when you have children. Yeah, it has, it takes a lot of courage, because you have invested a lot of time, uh, you know so many years of your life with this person, making a family. It's not all that easy to quit everything and start over again. That is why I said you are a very optimistic person, because you are giving yourself a second chance in life. You're determined to seek out something better. So you're going to work on yourself to have that courage, because there is no one else supporting you. It is only you who can keep it together. Seven of Cups and the Sun card. You very much know it is, whatever you're dealing with, there is not much of a choice. Okay, there is not much of a chance to make it work. Okay, because you don't see the future with the Sun card. You've thought it, very practically, very logically. Okay, you have used your head, although it was a difficult decision. You have put your head into this matter. You had given it time. After that, only you have made this conclusion regards to, making the final verdict about moving on. Because you see, there is not much of there is no sunny side in this whole story. If you are trying to be stuck with this past energy, you don't see it happening. You don't see anything coming out of it. You don't see the potential to make it work. And you're not willing to be stuck in that energy anymore. Yes. Yeah, how much of it you try to make it work? These two cards, okay? Just the continuation of what I was speaking. What was it though? Yes, King of Swords. Okay, this person has made a very fair judgment about the whole situation, how things are going to be. Even if I try, even if I give it a chance with this Four of Wands, okay, maybe slowly, gradually, what if we will be able to make it work? But Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost like concluding. How much ever I give it time, I'm not going to get anything out of it. Just what I was speaking earlier, okay? Just confirming the cards. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. How much ever I sit and wait for things to work out, this is how it's going to be. It's going to slip out of my hand anyways. I'm never going to get what I want. Things will never work the way I wanted it. Yeah, things will never work actually. Princess of Pentacles in reverse. You know there is not much of a potential to even go the extra mile, put in an extra effort. You know the answer, because this is what it's going to be. You're going to be deflated, depleted, exhausted, betrayed. It's bloody 10 swords on your back. It's not easy to get up from here. It's telling me, how much of it you try, with the Seven of Pentacles, how much of it you wait, even with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, how much time you put in this relationship, the end answer is going to be always Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords. It's almost like, if you think, you might be able to make it work, whom are you kidding? Queen of Swords in reverse. You're not thinking straight. You're literally betraying yourself. It's almost like Queen of Swords in reverse, actually. It's almost like you're delusional about this whole situation. The thought might have passed your head even before you made the judgment. That was the energy about waiting it out, which I picked out while I was pulling your cards. You might have put in so much time to make this decision, to make this conclusion that you need to move on. It was never an easy decision. You might have gone back and forth thinking, what if I give it a chance? Okay? Pretty much delusion. Hangman, you waited. You hung in there thinking just what I was saying, delusionally. What if I try and give it another chance? Put in a little more effort to make it work. But yet the answer is the Hierophant in reverse. You hanged in there thinking you will be able to make it work again. Hierophant is all about an institution, a marriage, everything which is official, but it's already collapsed. Yes, therefore you're making a decision. Okay? How much ever, and this decision you're very much into. It's almost like you know the answer, how it's going to be, so you're pretty much determined to get what you want now. Yeah, how much ever it is like stressing you out, making you think, you're going back and forth about going forward, moving forward with this decision. This might have been a past energy, this might have been something which you might have already gone through. Okay, you're just pulling the backstory, showing me what might have happened. Okay, you might have had second thoughts. You might have thought it was a wrong, you're doing something wrong. You're second judging yourself, your decision. If I'm doing a blunder, if I'm just wasting my life, what if I'm looking for something which is up in the clouds, out of my reach? What will I do after I leave this life behind? Will I get someone? Because I told you, you're seeking something which is much more beautiful out there. You don't have it in your hand yet, but you're optimistic about having it in your future. And then you're second judging. What if I don't get that? What if I am alone for the rest of my life? Why not just, stick with this ass and try to make it work again? It's less risky. Yeah. But it's very clear to you. It's very clear to you regards to what did not work out with the Star card in reverse. What you wished for, you will never get within the situation which you were trying to hang on to. It will never manifest somehow. Not somehow. You know that for a fact. Okay? It's not hidden anymore. I want to say the person you're dealing with, something about them you know for sure, even with the Moon card and the Seven of Swords in reverse, something they were doing behind your back. Okay, this is a very fiery energy, very passionate energy, someone who's like out there to give everything, and they have very You know what I'm trying to say. And something about them is very much out there in the open. You know about it. They might have been doing something very wrong with the Justice card in reverse. Okay? Yes, and you're not happy. This is not what you really wanted in your life. This is not what you wished. Okay? This is not how you thought, your life is going to turn out. But yet it happened. It is something which is very wrong. And yet you have to deal with it. This is why you actually done. You don't want to, you don't have anything to give this person anymore. Even before, we had the Princess of Cups in reverse, who's literally looking at a cup which is drained out. And here you don't want to call it a truce anymore. You don't want to try to compromise the situation anymore, because you don't want things to work out with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. 36 minutes, I need to, because you don't see it working. Okay, Six of Wands in reverse, Two of Cups, it's already broken, it's collapsed, because there is some kind of a third party. It is already crowded, okay? And what do you wish for, okay? What makes you, it's almost like you are looking out there, which will make things, you're seeking for something. With the Hermit as the last card in reverse, you're looking out there to getting what you wish for. Okay, I need to stop here. Time up. So until next time, this is Marshi, you're my channel to look at. Bye bye.